have something exciting today. The last of my order for Glasgow Comic-Con has arrived. I was so worried this wouldn't come in time. Because I tried to do the smart thing by proofing, by getting like sample orders of some stuff. I kind of wish I hadn't done it, but it's important that you do it. Oh, but my god, did not do it correctly, and just, like, I didn't realise how long it was going to take. Like, the production time it takes for a big order is the same for a sample order. I'm like, it's like, 10 pin badges as a sample took the exact same time as 1,000 badges, and I'm like, no! But so I had to order it before my sample order arrived, just so I could get it in time, and I'm so glad I did, because I was so worried it wasn't going to arrive. I did have stuff to sell, but, like, not everything to sell. But it's all here now. Yay! Let's have a wee peek. Ooh, ooh, big box, big box. I'm knocking things over. Oh, now, I have already opened it, because this arrived yesterday. So I do apologise. This isn't going to be like a mystery reveal. Like, this is not my first time looking at everything. Because it arrived yesterday and I was so excited that I burst it open. But the stuff does look good. Like, let's just take out one of the wee stickers. Bunnies! Oh, yay. How cute is that? I think I should have gotten these in gloss. I tend to go for matte because I tend to like matte a lot more. But I think maybe this design should have been in gloss, but it still looks cute as buttons. Oh, so sweet, so precious, so cute. Oh, yay. There is one tiny issue I have with this order. Just one wee issue. I got 1,000 badges made. And, for some reason... Oh wait, those are the stickers. What the hell? I only have one little issue with my order that's came in. I got 1,000 pin badges made. And, they arrived like this. The designs, instead of like one design per bag, a bunch of them are all mixed in together. Oh no. Let's just have a wee. Whoa. Wow. To be fair, that is quite satisfying, but it does mean I'm going to have to like sort through all these myself. Oh no. I'll take a proper picture of like the final designs to show you later. It's time to start tidying some things. Good way to start off a vlog. Because I've got Glasgow Comic-Con coming up very soon, so it's time that I start tidying my space up, because I need to practice setting up my table. I don't have all my products in yet, but I do have a handful in, so I need to start kind of getting a table set up ready, because I'm doing a whole new thing that I've not done before. Like, I'm actually like trying to make sure like it looks nice and stuff, because I got a handful of lovely purple things to cover the table with this year. Because quite a lot of conventions require you to have a table covering that you bring yourself. I get a bit annoyed at that, because if they have a requirement that says your cloth must cover from the table to the floor, they should be providing that. I get quite annoyed when some conventions don't do that. Most tend to do it, actually, which is quite good. Like, if they require something, then they should provide it. Well, I guess it does depend, like... Some places require public liability insurance. Some places they're going to require masks and proof of vaccination and stuff like that. But for things like that, like covering a table, it's like a school uniform. If the school requires the students to be wearing a particular tie or a jumper, things like that, they need to provide it. Same thing with your work uniform. If you work for, like, anyone that works for a supermarket knows that your uniform is provided to you. You do not pay for that. So things like that. But anywho, I'm getting way off track. Why did people let me like go off on a tangent? People? Who's people? I'm here myself. It's just me. It's just me and the plants. It's just me and the plants. Oh god, it's just me and the plants. Oh, I'm talking to myself again. Why do I do things? Doesn't matter. Anywho, yes, we have some things that I want to test out because I'm changing how I set up my table this year. I've got these lovely little dishes, quite a few of them. There's like a wee handful in there, and I thought they would be ideal for my buttons and stickers. It's like nice big trays. Normally in the past, what have I used? Can I see it anywhere? Oh, yep, there it is actually. Not the specific one, very similar to it. But I usually use like this tray here. I really need to clean that, man. What the fuck? I need to clean that out. But anyway, yeah. What were the words I was thinking of? Yes. This is what I use to like display loads of my little trinket bits that I would sell. So just like maybe have like one or two of these sitting on the table. People can do a little pick and mix. But a round thing on a rectangular table is not very space efficient. It does look nice, but it's not very space efficient. So no. We need to utilise our space. Oh, I'm bumping things with my bum. Oh, excuse me. Anywho, yeah. We've got a bunch of these. And I also have like these big cube things that I want to set up along the back because they're going to act as like my space to have my money box and papers. I want to be able to hide all the little bits and pieces that are used for packaging and things. That way the table looks nice and clean and it's just products. But the problem is, I don't know where to put those bloody cubes. I got a whole bunch of them from the pound shop a while back, and now I don't know where I've put them. So I need to go hunt. They're not in this room. I've got a feeling they're in my bedroom. And my bedroom's a tip. My bedroom's really bad right now. Like, oh no, I need to tidy that. I hate tidying. That's why the place gets to be in such a mess so quickly, because I hate tidying. Anywho, I need to go sort this out before this thing just rambles on forever and ever. So I'm at a start. I found them! I found what I was looking for! Oh, I was so convinced these were in my room, but I couldn't think where they were. And like, yes! I don't have to go searching for them! Yes! Come on, out the bag, yes! Oh, so happy! Yay! You see these on every single Pinterest post or guide post about artist alley tips. You see these everywhere and I've always wanted them. But anytime I saw them online, they were really expensive. Like stupidly expensive for some little storage boxes. I'm looking for the receipt, by the way. I wanted to see how much I actually spent on these. Oh, there it is. Cannot see things in front of my face sometimes. How much were these? So let's see. I got... Let me see. You get one cube. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4. I got 4 of them. They came to £19.20. Really? Jesus. Total for oh wait, no. I bought other stuff in this receipt. There's other things on here. I'm like, there's no way I would spend that much on them. What'd I get? Okay, yeah, I got Milka. Wait a minute. Yeah, Poundland. Let me see. Duster. Can't get this thing to focus. Plastic clamps. Retrosport. Stackable boxes. There we go. They were £3 each. 4x3. Yeah, so £12. Yeah. Yeah, I think when I looked online for stuff like this, it was like stupidly more expensive than that. Like I think like a 4 or 6 block set was going to cost like £60, and then that's not including post and packaging, which is a lot more expensive now in the UK, depending if the stuff is coming from overseas, which a lot of stuff does. But these were in Poundland, £3 each, and can use these forever now. Perfect. Like, yeah, I probably wouldn't pay £12 for these for any other reason, but I know that this is going to be really handy for conventions, because what you can do is you can easily just prop that up, put it along the back, the opening facing me, and then I can put things in it like the money box, my card reader, any other bits of paper that I need. That's going to be ideal for it. That's kind of the setup that I wanted. And, you know, if I ever want to, I can stack them up high. I can stick stuff on the side of them, like my price sheets or any products. They're very, very versatile. These will be a lifetime thing for future conventions. So I'm glad I got them, and now I can kind of test them out to see how they work. I think I need to go get another table though, because this is not a 6 by foot long table. Typically a convention table is 6 by 12. That's usually what you get if you buy a full table. And I want to practice with a full table, not with one that's maybe like 2 foot short. I think this is a 4 foot table. So I would like to go and practice that. But I do have another table, just have to go clear it, because of course everything's got shit on it. Saying that though, I could maybe just move some stuff from the shelves and just pretend that's an extra bit, but I'd have to measure it. Why do I do this to myself? Anytime I want to do something, there's always like, I could do that, but it needs tidied, so I need to go tidy it in order to do it. And I make life hard for myself. I hate tidying. Procrastination wins again. Actually, no, this is something I've been procrastinating on for quite a long time. I need to repot a handful of my plants because they are overgrown. Like, this wee thing was in that tiny pot, and look at the state of the roots. They are protruding. Yes, they need replanting. The soil's nice and dry, so it makes it easier to kind of pull it out and repot it. That one doesn't really need repotting, but it could definitely do with maybe like a reshuffle a little bit. Kind of like redistribute some of the soil, maybe cover it up a wee bit more. But for the most part, that one is doing okay. But my succulents definitely need repotting. I've got a couple of other plants that kind of need to be put in pots. My mum, very sweetly, got me a couple of new plant pots. Don't know if the ones I have will actually fit in that, because that is quite small. But it may actually fit a couple of the succulents. It depends. My succulents have gotten quite overgrown though, because I've kind of just let them. They used to sit next to my kitchen window, and they were growing at a rapid rate to the point where like they're falling over each other. So I moved into the bathroom and I neglected their watering schedule, so they're not looking the best. I might actually have to like kind of take them apart and start propagating them again. We'll see what happens. Maybe just a case of taking them out and repot them in some fresh soil will help them out a little bit. But we'll see. But for the moment, I really need to repot this one. This one's desperately needing repotting. Can't remember what the name of it is. Begins with an A. Amaranth. No, not amaranth. That's a gem. No idea. There we go. That's looking a lot better. Inside a full pot of soil. And this lovely little basket my mum gave me will make it look aesthetically pleasing, because it was these wee black ones that I put it in. Just because they're very cheap to get. Like, getting a very decent plant pot is expensive. But this one will do just perfect. At least it's good for like putting the soil in, and then I can pop it in this very lovely little basket. That's something I should do more in the future, is get nice baskets to put my plants in. Because that just looks so nice. It could probably do with being like pushed up a little bit, so the bottom parts of the leaves can kind of get a bit more sun. But right now I'm just kind of giving it a wee break, because it has been sitting in direct sunlight for the last kind of week or so. So I should give it a little break. It is okay with direct sunlight. But words? What are the words? What are the words I'm looking for? It's not a good idea to leave it baking in the sun for too long, but this is quite a durable little plant. Like, it's very forgiving. Because there have been plenty of times where I've like maybe not watered it for as long as I should have, but it has been a very forgiving plant. So that's kind of good to know, because some of my other ones have not been forgiving at all. Trying to grow herbs at home, oh my gosh, herbs are not forgiving. They are dramatic little things, herbs. Try to keep some basil growing or some rosemary, my gosh. I did have some lavender as well, but they were actually designed to be grown outdoors. They're not an indoor plant. So yeah, they dried up and made an absolute mess of everything, so they weren't a good idea. But this one is looking absolutely lovely. This one's just starting to turn colour now, looking good. And my Swiss, this one's brand new. That one up there is a brand new one. There's another one growing in the back. Yay! I will have to lower this, but I think I'm gonna pop it on top of this thing, move it somewhere easy in the room where it's not gonna bump into anything. But it is big, man. It's real. Why did I take this? This was sitting in my dad's house, and he passed away a handful of months ago, so his plants were just going to get chucked out or like left for the next person that came into the house. So I took the one that I could carry, which was this one, and it does look lovely. It got a little bit damaged in the way here, and I was worried that it would die a shock. But once it came in and it was left alone, given a wee bit of water and just left alone for a while, it turned out okay, and now it's thriving. And I'm like, oh no. like plants will do well if you just like leave them alone sometimes. Just let them do their thing. And often with the plants that I get, my god, do they grow to abundance at times, to the point where it's like, I don't know what to do with you anymore. Because this one, like this lovely Australian umbrella plant, that was given to me by my granny, and it was a teeny wee thing. Well, not tiny. I think when I got it about 5 years ago, it was like down to here. So I think it was like starting around this end, because because like a lot of the much more green parts are kind of along this way. But it wasn't growing for quite the longest time until I found the right window for it. It thrived in the bathroom for some reason. It just thrived in there. So I figured that it just prefers diluted light a lot more. It shouldn't, despite it being an Australian plant, it doesn't like being in direct sunlight too much. But I had to like make sure it was in a spot where it was going to grow in the right direction, because most of these were all facing that way. But I've managed to redirect it so they all grow this way, because the plant was leaning quite a lot to one side. So I've managed to encourage growth in the right direction. And, it's so big and thriving. You're looking a wee bit drippy though. But I think you are due for a water. Let's feel the soil. Yeah, you're definitely due for a water. But but we wanted to make sure your soil was dry so we could repot you a wee smidge. And that's going to be good. We can definitely redistribute some of that soil a wee bit. And it'll look lovely. Yeah. And talking too much about the plants. This is meant to be a studio vlog. It's the plants. Oh, I was ready to have a stress fest. It wasn't going to be the end of the world, but I wanted to print out my price list. Very simple, easy thing to do. My printer's been fine, but I noticed that when I was trying to print out some documents the other day, it was giving me a bit of grief. So thought, okay, it's early in the day, let's see if I can fix the problem. It's been like well over an hour, and the problem was the paper kept getting, like, it would go down that side and not that side. So I took it all apart, cleaned it through, thought that maybe it was a roller issue that was jammed or a bit gunky or something, still couldn't get it. And then, now, how did I figure out what the issue was? I came round here thinking, right, okay, I'm going to take this bit of card, I'm going to like push it through to see maybe if the rollers are misaligned or something, just like push it right through, see what's maybe causing the blockage. And then I noticed something, just something poking upwards that seemed a bit unusual. Turned out it was this. It was this little bastard. I don't know how that got in there. It was probably hanging up here, but I don't know how it's gone from there to in there. So either it's been in a spot or location where it just goes down. And I've got no idea how it got there, but it was in there, and I figured it out, and then the thing printed out the exact way I wanted, very quickly, and it's like, oh, thank fuck. Could have been worse, but oh well. Just, the couple days, the couple days running up to a convention are always the most stressful, because you're just trying to make sure you have everything. And I do have everything. It's just getting the little last minute bits and pieces. Just making sure that your setup is ready, your travel stuff is ready, and you just have everything good to go. I'm trying to get change but it's the Jubilee weekend, and I didn't realise the bank was going to be closed Thursday and Friday. Open on a Saturday, but closed Thursday, Friday. And it's like, well, bugger me. And I would go to the shops and just like hand them over a 20 and like ask for a bunch of change, but I don't feel right doing that, because I know what it's like being in that position. A lot of shops won't give you change anymore, because then that leaves them short of coins for the day. And I've worked in a supermarket, and we used to do a change run every single day, but then it changed to once a week. So we had to stop giving away change at the main checkouts, and it could only be done at customer service. And I think it would be the same way for the local places near me. Plus, again, I just don't feel right doing it. Most people pay with card and things these days, but I know what it's like being in that position where the customer is waiting for change and you cannot give it to them, and you need to go hunting for it. It's a pain in the backside, so I don't feel right. But my mum still works at a supermarket, and she's going to ask the office if they can change some money for her, which they might expect, because again, Jubilee weekend, people might need change for things, but not a lot of people need change anymore. What I used to do though, is there is a change machine right outside the public toilet at Buchanan bus station, and that's where I went to last time at BHP, Glasgow Comicon, because that was perfect. I just went to the public toilet, put in a few notes and got coins out. It was perfect. But I'm not going there this year, because this year it's at Bella Houston, and I don't know if there's any change machines nearby. The local casino, like slot machine place, I don't know if they're going to be open. I don't even know if they'll have a change machine. So it's like, how do you get coins these days? I do have a card reader for this year's con, but you know, there's going to be plenty of people there that will have money, that will have cash. So you need to be prepared for that. So if you only have like a few coins, and the next handful of people hand you 20s, you're kind of scunnered there. So you need to make sure you have change, and that's what I always do. I don't take any notes. I take change, because that's generally what I need. And then if I need more at some point, then I can. I mean, it's kind of hard to get. Like, I try to get enough. I think this time I'm going to get like £20 worth of £1 coins, and then a fiver. No, probably £30 worth of £1 coins, just to be safe, and then a fiver of silver, because some of my stuff is going to be 50p. So I want to make sure I have silver to give out. But fun times ahead. But that bit's going to get sorted. I did think about it ahead of time, so I'm like, okay, what can I do? Because now the bank's going to be bloody closed on a Thursday. But we figured it out. We're going ahead now. We've got a nice wee setup kind of going so far. Just kind of seeing how the tablecloth will look. It's a lovely nice wee purple one that I got from like a party supply place. It's not secured to the table right now because it has like a sticky tape along the inside lining, and I didn't want to put that on in case, you know, it's like I think it might be intended for like a one-time use type of thing, and I want to reuse that as much as possible. And plastic is just going to be a lot easier to kind of clean. Although, like, if anything does get tugged on that, it is going to rip through it. But it was a pretty cheap thing anyway. But I do have some paper ones. They're kind of used to cover this. And I'm glad they're the same shade. Because even though they're different products, it could have easily been a different shade of purple. But they've actually been quite consistent. I've got all these perfect wee trays. In the future, I would maybe like to get some nicer ones. But the plastic ones are so much lighter. I wouldn't want to, like, carry ceramic ones. Because, oh no. No, absolutely not. That's far too heavy. That's going to overweigh my bags. You want to be able to travel light when you go to a convention, because you're going to be tired the whole day. Like, you need to get there. There's all the stress of preparing beforehand, and then you want to make sure you have like a decent sleep the night before, and there's a lot that goes on involved in it. So because you're going to be there the entire day, you want to make sure that you are rested and you're going to survive the whole day. So carrying loads of heavy stuff is not going to be good unless you have a car. And a lot of conventions don't even have a place to park a car. At least in my experience, quite a lot of them don't, because they're often very small events, or if they're big events, then it requires paying for the parking. But you still have to pack it all, carry it to a car, and all that nonsense. So it is a lot of work. So you don't want to carry anything too heavy unless it's necessary. So these wee plastic ones, nice and light. If they get damaged, I can easily replace them with a handful of others that I've got. My original intention for this, I think my table is the correct width, maybe just a little bit short. But my original plan was to have a lot of sticker sheets, and they were going to be stored in these. And I thought these would be perfect. I could definitely still like store them on this wee bit. That's going to be good for the future. I can definitely like store them all along there. But my plan was to do something similar to what I do with my books, which is... Oh, I've made this very awkward for myself. Ah! Oh, yep. We're definitely going to have to make sure that we put some tack down. That way they are secure, because people will bump into things. A very, very important thing. Secure your table, people. The amount of times I've seen people drop things have collapsed, kids will knock into things, people will bump into things, people have backpacks and bags and all sorts of these things, cosplays will bump into you. Make sure your table is secure. Just do it. But no, the plan was, what I do with my bookshelves is I have these wee tubs, and I put them down along there, and then that allows the books in the back of the shelves to be elevated. Absolutely love it, because that means I can see the books in the back and it just looks so much nicer. So the plan was, I thought there would be more space to put these like here, and then have those wee things sitting on top like this. So then they're elevated from the dishes. But I've not got any sticker sheets made for Glasgow Comic-Con. Even though I started kind of making a lot of stuff for it maybe about a month or so ago, I kind of underestimated how long it takes to get some stuff proofed. Plus, if I'm going to have sticker sheets, that's like maybe 3, 4, 5 designs per sticker sheet, and that is a lot to get done in the space of a month. And then to have it printed, like, wasn't going to happen. So I still have some stickers made, it's just not enough for sticker sheets. Excuse me. But they'll be good for the next upcoming conventions, because I'm going to Acme Comic-Con in September, so that's a goal for the upcoming ones. In the meantime, again, I need to make sure this table is measured correctly, but in the meantime, this is ideal for the stickers and pins that I've got made. This is perfect for it. And then up here, I can have any books that I have to be displayed that are going to be on sale, as well as price sheets. So I can have the price sheets, I can have my card reader, and like as you've seen, like kind of down here, I can have the money box, I can have my little paper bags to put products in, because most of my stuff is very small, so I won't need any big bags. These wee paper ones are perfect. I can store a drink, scissors, tape, I can keep all those little bits there, I can keep any extra price sheets, I can keep a spreadsheet of the products that I'm selling, so I can keep a mark on how many I've sold. It is ideal. So yeah, I'm really, really glad that I found these, because these are perfect. It just makes the table look so much tidier, rather than having all the products everywhere and all your stuff sitting in the back for everybody to see, like your lunch and the table. It looks cluttered and messy, and I never liked it. So these are the godsend, and I didn't even use them all. Like, I've still got another 2 actual packets of like the shoebox that I never used, but I did buy more than what I thought I would need, just to be in the safe side, because I thought I would stack them up high, which I could still definitely do. I could definitely still put like one on each end and make like a sort of booth, which would be quite nice, but I'm kind of happy with it the way this is, because I don't have enough products to require that. But in the future, it would be good to like maybe have one of the boxes there facing outward, and then I can have some bigger products in it, like if I ever have a plushie made, or if I want to display the books in it, who knows? I'm trying to think a little bit more about the future, because I have done these cons before, and I want to try and be a bit more prepared for them in the future to make it easier on myself. Have like a standard setup, have things that are going to be easily dismantled and moved, and like an actual display setup. I don't like the creases. I would like to get a cloth one, just because it would be a lot nicer. But tablecloth is expensive, especially if you want a nice one. But well, we'll see how it is. Maybe I could get a plain white cotton one, because they're actually pretty cheap, and then just dye it purple. We'll see what happens. I don't know yet. But the paper ones are fine for now. I kind of don't like that these wee sides are all exposed, but that's just kind of the way it is. I can maybe put like a bunch of my own stickers on there, so that way people can see what they look like as they're passing by. That's probably a good idea, actually. Or I could print out my logo and actually have it stuck on the side of here. That's a good idea. I might actually do that. I'll just print out my logo. Oh, because then people come by, they see the big lion. Ah, you're a genius, woman. You're a genius. You're a genius, you are. Oh my god, I'm tired. I think I need a nap. It's very humid today. I need a nap. Okay, I'm having a bit of a dilemma. Table setups are hard, man. Like, there is a whole art and science to it. Now, some of these are just the samples. Like, I'm not going to have a tub sitting there with just like 3 buttons in it. No, these were the sample designs that I had for the We Are All Slime collection. Yeah. They're all the different Pride colours and such. I'm very happy with them. They're so pretty and cute. Got them in tentacle form, slime sticker form, and slime badge form, because we are all slime. But yeah, I've got like a bunch of the tentacle stickers here. The popcorn, the burger, the banana, and the egg. They're my 2 favourite ones. My little Rorschach lion. Again, those are all samples. That's why there's so few of them right now. But here's kind of the dilemma I've got. I don't like the stickers being together, because I feel like some of the art's going to get hidden, and it means people are maybe going to be rummaging around, and then you've got someone who just picks it up and then dumps it like that. And it's like, oh no, 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 no. And I can't be coming around the table constantly to fix and tidy that. So we may have to try something else here. What I'm thinking about is having these on the floor instead. Maybe just make one nice big tower next to me, and then I can have my storage, as well as maybe have a display for the stickers. That's potentially what I'm going to do, because what I could also do is like have a sort of barrier between me and the other person next to me, and then my stickers can kind of be on display and people can see them a lot better. And I think that might be the better way to go. So we'll have a wee play about with that. Also, let me just show off my book cover, because I'm very happy with it. Oh, it looks way more purple in this light. The cameras make it look weirdly purple for some reason. It's not that purple. But it actually kind of looks nice in those shades. Maybe something to do if I ever reprint it. Yeah. Anywho, let's keep reworking this. Getting the table ready. Da, 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 do. Big wall. We're going to rearrange some bits here, but this is going to be maybe a basic setup. But some things are going to get moved and pushed in order to make it a bit nicer looking and have more stuff on, because I still need to display books and other stuff. But so far, we kind of have a wee setup in mind. And I've got, you know, a nice wee spot where I can tuck some water, my money box, and packaging, and it's not going to clutter the table. So that's dandy. And we're kind of working our way towards the final setup now. This is kind of coming up to the end of the vlog now. I've got just about everything done that I wanted to do. The only last minute bits I need to figure out is I still need to get change, which I'm getting tomorrow. I need to put together a little box that's going to have like tack, scissors, tape, you know, the little kind of tools that you need to do, like a wee calculator, a power pack for my phone in case the battery goes, because the phone I've got right now, the battery does not last very long, and it's quite annoying. Like my last phone, you know, like this is like the Samsung Galaxy FE, I think, and the one I had by that was like the A50, and the battery lasted way longer than this one. Don't know what's going on. Maybe I'm doing something wrong with it, who knows. But anyway, that's not the point of this. Oh, I feel like gas lately. Anywho, yeah. We're going to tidy that up a little bit, but we're going to have like 5 there, 5 there. We're going to have a price list and a wee frame. It's going to sit there so it's easy for everybody to see. I'll probably print it bigger than that just so it's very obvious. The books are propped up. The associated stickers are there. We've got more wee bits. Probably, like, I'm probably going to have business cards in there. Yeah, that's correct. Gonna spend maybe tonight or tomorrow, more likely tomorrow, just making some more of these wee tentacle earrings, because these are leftovers, and I would like a lot of new ones to have this wee one filled up. Because these were always quite nice wee sellers, and I haven't done clay stuff in so long, and I miss it. It's a very therapeutic hobby, just pressing clay out and just feeling it in my hands and then seeing a finished product at the end of it. It's a very therapeutic process because it's very hands-on, and it kind of works out a lot of the sore muscles in my fingers because I get quite bad joints now and then. But having an exercise where I can just sort of roll, push and knead actually helps quite a lot. So I'm looking forward to getting back into that. I was already playing about with it today, just trying to tidy up some of the white clay because it was a wee bit stiff. But all the buttons are in little bags. We'll get everything organised into wee bags and tubs and then get it all tucked into a wee suitcase and it'll all be good. But there's not been too much to kind of prep table-wise. The last few cons, it's always been very last minute. But everything has been done well ahead of time. So it just feels weird that it is all done and it's just the little bits that need to get sorted now. So it's nice. It's nice to see it all done. But anywho, guys, thank you for watching this full vlog. If you've watched the full thing, well done, because it's just been me rambling and getting procrastinated for 40 odd minutes. But thanks for being here. If you're heading off to Comic-Con, please come see me. I'm going to be at table AO2. And I'm going to have all these stickers, pins, badges. I'm going to have all sorts of lovely bits. If you're not able to go there, check out all my social media bits. I've got a Linktree account that will take you to my Instagram, Twitter, Tapas page, and all that kind of lovely stuff. I'm going to be streaming games and stuff on YouTube. I might be doing some crafting streaming. Who knows? Depends if the brain manages to do things correctly the way I want it to. It doesn't always want to do things, but so we'll see how it goes. But if you want to check out what I'm doing in the future, feel free to follow me. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.